Wolves incident. The sprawling campus of Liberty Hill University, nestled in the heart of Colorado, was known for its scenic beauty and academic excellence. The Gothic-style buildings, manicured lawns, and vibrant student life painted a picture of peace and intellectual pursuit. But beyond its academic facade, the university harbored a secret, classified military research program operating under the guise of the Advanced Technology and Defense Initiative, ATDI. And one fateful evening, the campus became a battleground when a ruthless biker gang underestimated the soldiers who protected it. The Iron Fangs. The Iron Fangs were a gang that thrived on fear and chaos. Based out of Denver, they were infamous for their criminal enterprises, arms dealing, drug trafficking, and violent heists. Their leader, Damon Wolf Kane, was a towering man with a reputation as brutal as his namesake. Wolf ran the gang with an iron fist, his pack loyal to a fault. One evening, the Iron Fangs were on the hunt for a new target. Riding their roaring Harleys through the quiet college town of Liberty Hill, they found themselves passing Liberty Hill University. A student rally was wrapping up, and the sight of hundreds of young people streaming out of the main plaza caught their attention. "This looks like fun," Wolf growled, pulling his bike to a halt. His gang, a dozen strong, grinned wickedly. "College kids don't fight back," said Vince Spitfire Carter, one of Wolf's lieutenants. "Easy pickings." Wolf nodded, lighting a cigarette. "Let's give them a night they won't forget." The first encounter, the Iron Fangs roared onto the plaza, their bikes scattering students in all directions. They surrounded the rally organizers, jeering and revving their engines. Wolf dismounted, his leather jacket creaking, as he strode toward the student leaders. "All right, kiddos," he said, his voice dripping with menace. "Party's over. Hand over your wallets, phones, and whatever else you got." Terrified students complied, tossing their belongings into a pile. Wolf laughed, his gang cheering him on. But amidst the chaos, one student didn't move. A tall, athletic man in a university hoodie stepped forward. His calm demeanor contrasted sharply with the panic around him. "Leave," he said, his voice firm. Wolf turned to face him, amused. "And who the hell are you?" The student didn't flinch. "You've made a mistake coming here." Wolf laughed, flicking his cigarette away. "Yeah? And what you gonna do about it?" The man smiled faintly, then pulled out a phone. He tapped the screen once, and within seconds a loud alarm echoed across the plaza. The soldiers emerge. The Iron Fangs barely had time to process the sound before the ground seemed to come alive. From the surrounding buildings, figures in tactical gear emerged, moving with precision and speed. They weren't campus security. These were highly trained operatives. What the Wolf started. But before he could finish, one of his men was tackled to the ground by a soldier. The student who had confronted Wolf stepped back, pulling off his hoodie to reveal a tactical vest beneath. "Major Luke Cross," he said, his voice now cold and authoritative. "You've just crossed into restricted territory. Stand down, or you won't like what happens next." Wolf sneered, drawing a knife. "Restricted territory? This is a college." Cross's expression didn't change. "It's more than that, and you've just become a problem." The fight begins. Wolf wasn't one to back down. He whistled sharply, and the Iron Fangs drew their weapons chains, knives, and even a few handguns. "Let's teach these wannabe soldiers a lesson," Wolf roared. The bikers charged, but they were woefully unprepared for what awaited them. The operatives moved with surgical precision, neutralizing threats with non-lethal force. Smoke grenades hissed, filling the air with a thick, choking fog. The bikers fought back viciously, but their crude tactics were no match for the soldiers' training. Spitfire swung a chain at one operative, only to have it caught mid-swing and used against him. Another biker fired a handgun, but a soldier disarmed him with a single, fluid motion. Wolf himself proved a formidable opponent, his raw strength and aggression giving even the operatives pause. He clashed with Major Cross in a brutal hand-to-hand fight, the two men trading blows in the middle of the chaos. "You've got guts," Cross admitted, blocking a punch. "But guts won't save you." The secret revealed. As the battle raged, the bikers began to realize they were outmatched. One by one, they were subdued, their weapons confiscated, their bikes disabled. Wolf, however, refused to surrender. "You don't scare me," he snarled, blood dripping from a cut above his eye. Cross shook his head. "You should be scared. You just stumbled into one of the most secure facilities in the country." Wolf's confusion deepened as Cross gestured toward the main building. Hidden beneath Liberty Hill University was a top-secret military research lab, part of the Advanced Technology and Defense Initiative. The lab developed cutting-edge technology for national defense, from AI-driven surveillance systems to experimental weaponry. "You're not dealing with rent-a-cops," Cross said, You're dealing with the Iron Wolves, an elite unit tasked with protecting this program, and you've just made the worst mistake of your life. The interrogation, the surviving bikers were taken into custody, blindfolded, and led into the depths of the facility. There, they were interrogated by military intelligence officers. Wolf remained defiant, refusing to answer questions, but his gang members cracked under pressure, revealing everything about the Iron Fang's operations. Cross watched the interrogations from a control room, his expression unreadable. "These guys are small time," he said to his second-in-command, Captain Emily Reyes, "but they've seen too much." Reyes nodded. "What's the play?" Cross sighed. "We can't let them walk away, but killing them outright will draw attention. We'll need to get creative." The aftermath. The Iron Fangs were loaded into unmarked vans and driven to a remote airfield. There, they were handed over to federal agents who specialized in disappearances. The bikers would spend the rest of their lives in black sites, far from the world they once terrorized. As for Liberty Hill University, life quickly returned to normal. The students who had witnessed the incident were debriefed and sworn to secrecy, their memories of the event blurred by carefully administered drugs. In the shadows of the campus, the Iron Wolves continued their work, ever vigilant against threats to national security. And deep in his cell, Damon Wolf Kane vowed revenge, his rage simmering as he plotted his escape. Epilogue. Months later, a student journalist investigating rumors of strange activity on campus uncovered a faint trail leading to the events of that night. But before they could publish their findings, they were approached by a man in a suit. "This isn't a story you want to tell," the man said, sliding an envelope across the table. Inside was a single photograph. The journalist walking to class, oblivious to the sniper in the distance. The message was